armpits, your butt cheeks, all the things, all your crevices. Hold it really tight, really tight, really tight. And exhale, let it out on the sound. We're going to do that 2 more times. And hold it tight. Like you got to poop. And exhale. Last time, one more time. And exhale. Please be seated. I was born and raised in a Catholic church. Great. All right. The next thing an actor does is they learn their lines, right? So I'll be asking you to respond at times. So listen closely and you'll be fine. I will do my best to stay on track, but if I get lost, thank you so much for all coming on this climb. This is a letter I wrote about a year ago when I was beginning to finally see the peace within myself, when I began to finally speak up and ask for help. This is also dedicated to my partner, my love, my light, my best friend, my live and ride, and me, myself and I, Kayla May. A letter to mine and mind. Dear love, you have taught me more about myself than I'd like to admit. With clenched jaw and nails digging into fists, I confess, yes, I can be bratty and pouty, and you call me out on my shit. All of my non-verbal unresponsiveness are loud replies in your unconsciousness, and yet you still look at me with non-judgmental eyes. Those eyes. Those what? Those what? Those what? Ooh, sometimes things just sound so good I want to hear them thrice. In a little over a year, you took my insane string of thoughts and mental blocks, once nooses, and untied the knots I could no longer hang off of my own excuses. Now, these ropes are breaths for me to take when I feel useless. A string from my heart to my head and to my hands, to my feet. A purpose to hold on to. Ultimately leading me back to me. You don't let me dangle in the in-between. I'm on a carabine or one of those clippy things with you, looking straight into the ravine of my childhood trauma. I remember when I prayed to the moon, my ancestors, and Mother Earth, to the heavens, for someone like you. Please give me someone like you to show me, someone like me, someone who made me feel stability and consistency. And I vowed to them once I did, I would speak from where I am now, not where I was. Because gods know, and they know, that there are too many poems about woes and suffering and all of the above. So I'm speaking about love. You have made the impossible feel like it wasn't a dream, but in this dimension, this reality. And forgive me if I seem out of breath, because I probably am. You always tell me to slow down when I get trapped in my head. You tell me to what?
Slow down.
To what?
Slow down.
What?
Slow down.
Thank you. Okay, let's get back to that T word. What was it again?
Slow down.
T word. T word. Rhymes with Rama. Trauma. It's trauma. Trauma. Now that's the word we throw around often, trauma. So I've come up with an acronym to keep up to snuff with. Taking restorative actions, understanding masculine abuse and absence. That's 3 A's, abuse and absence. Let me say honestly, you are not the source of it, babe. You are not abuse or absence. In fact, you are the opposite. You are love and action. And that's what I love about you so much, because you reflect the things in me I just can't see. And I say all this in front of strangers with no regrets. Hey, everyone. When I feel the past reacting, I think of this acronym, and I have to constantly remember that you are not him. You are not him. You are not him. I'm learning for the first time. And I'm owning up to it, taking responsibility for how I feel. And there's nothing more than a group of all of you making this accountability business feel real. If you can hear me say, down to heel.
Down to heel.
You're what?
Down to heel.
God, me too. Okay. I've begun to distinguish my scars and my parents and those who have come before them. I'm learning to unlearn and to accept my reality, but still tethered to my people's history. I'm growing to be myself again, authentically and unapologetically, and all of my physicality, broken tongue, crooked smile, more masculine than feminine, a weirdo, a queerdo, fifth and 5 feet tall, first generation immigrant stories, a vessel for America's melody with the Philippines harmony. Thank you for teaching me to love all of me, which also means being the most and doing the most, like reading a testimony of how I feel about you and what love is and what it isn't. I've stopped saying I'm sorry and replaced it with thank you for coming on this journey. I guess that's why they say when you are in love, it feels like you're falling, and I'm still falling for you and mostly me, and it feels amazing. Sincerely, Kayla May. P.S. The next thing for an actor to do after they've warmed up, learned their lines, is to be off book. So I promise you, and I promise me, come November, this will be all done mentally, memorized. Thank you guys so much.